Welcome to Kenneth O'Neal's Word of the Week. Each week, Kenneth will discuss a word which describes a principle or value of the qualities of success. Use the word of the week in your thoughts, deeds, and actions. You can replace a good habit with a bad habit. You can use it as an action step. Kenneth O'Neal will bring you a word of the week each week, and it will help you to improve your life, your relationships, your professional career, and your overall well-being. I know you'll enjoy Word of the Week with Kenneth O'Neal. Kenneth O'Neal is a certified Zig Ziglar trainer and the head of O'Neal Consulting in Kerrville, Texas. Today for our Word of the Week, Kenneth O'Neal and Rick discuss discipline.
Mr. Wizard, Mr. Wisdom.
Thank you. Those are great words, but I'm not sure I qualify. Maybe I do.
Yeah, Kenneth O'Neal, ladies and gentlemen, and he brings us the Word of the Week.
Yes, we got a great word this week.
Yep.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did.
Wow, that's wonderful. The weather, when I flew back in yesterday into San Antonio, it was, the sun was bright, the sky was clear. It was really nice.
It was nice to see what the sun looked like.
Yeah, we haven't seen that for a while.
No. And the temperatures. I didn't have to wear, 14 layers of clothing out.
All that
was nice.
And it's going to be nice today.
Nice all week.
Yeah, all week. That'll be wonderful. So the word for the week,
yes,
discipline.
Lots to be desired in discipline, isn't it?
Oh, what was you said a minute ago? A lack of?
Yes.
A lack of. Discipline it's the backbone, really, of a successful life. Discipline. And we're going to there's two ways we can live. We can live with the pain of regret or the pain of discipline.
Okay.
Discipline actually brings freedom.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that. But the biggest thing is, at the first of the year, we had all these people making all these resolutions. Man, I'm going to get up early in the morning. I'm going to get started. This is the year that I'm going to do it.
Uh-huh.
So there was this guy named Dave, and he.
And what did Dave say?
Okay, Dave said, I'm getting up at 5 a.m. every morning, and I'm going to the gym, and I'm going to go work out. I'm going to run 2 miles every day. And so the first day he gets up 5 a.m., he takes off, and he was just determined that he was going to become a beacon of discipline.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So he set his alarm every day, 5 a.m., packed his gym bag, bought some of those protein shakes that taste like cardboard. Have you ever had some of those?
Fortunately, yes.
On day one, Dave gets up and he crushes it, man. He lifts weights. He runs 10 miles. He struts around the gym like a superhero. Disciplined Dave. Champions don't quit. That was his motto. And by day 7, he had done it every day up to day 7. And he gets up and he's a little bit fuzzy on day 7, but he said, I'm doing it. He shows up to the gym and he begins to feel a little out of place of what he's looking around. And all they're looking at him and kind of smirking at him. And he looked confused, but he was committed to go on. So he powered on through his workout, day 7. And then as he was getting his water bottle at the end, he got a reflection in the mirror over there. And in his sleepy haze that morning when he got up, he had grabbed his wife's pink floral yoga pants and a T-shirt that read, I love my cat more than I love people. The moral of the story is discipline can get you to the gym, but maybe you ought to double check how you're dressed.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I thought that was just a great story. But let's look where the word came from is actually instruction and knowledge. and came down to the student that would do that. And of course, that's where we get the word disciple. That's where that comes from. And it involves us taking control of our life and following a code of behavior where we are pursuing something that we want to learn and maintaining control over our actions, our words, our deeds, and our emotions. So that's what discipline is. And it's external guidance, but it's internal mastery. Okay? We want to control the things that we do. And discipline is really needed. Personal growth and leadership. People that are in positions of leadership must have discipline. And one of the greatest persons in history that had that kind of life, Churchill.
Yeah.
Churchill, he would get up early every morning. He would write his presentations. He would get on the radio, and he was intentional and focused on what he did. And the big thing that he did, of course, is that he didn't let his emotions, control it, because he had that plan of discipline and the things that we need to do. And today, we actually have a great guy. I think he's a Navy SEAL, and Jocko Willowicz, or Willick, okay, Navy SEAL, great leader, great trainer for the Navy SEALs. And he came up with this thing of equals freedom. So but he came up with this that says discipline equals freedom. And now let's look at this from a financial standpoint. Okay, if you are disciplined and you do the things that we know that are positive to your financial well-being, have a budget, make sure that you watch what you pay for it, hold down on all your debt and everything. If you have a plan, and it's really important, Zig Ziglar said that when you are taking control of your life, you need to prepare to plan. Okay, you haven't even started, but you need to prepare, and that is getting your mindset in the right frame of mind. Get it in there. Yes, yep. I can do this. I can do it, all right? So you sit down, prepare a plan, think about it, do a mental walkthrough, and then sit down and plan. Okay, I'm going to prepare a budget, and everything that every dollar that I receive, it has a name. Okay, this $100 is going to go to groceries. This $50 goes to gas and go to the laundry and all the things you do. And you can put cushion in your budget, but you got to have that plan. And of course, a great thing to do would be, I'm going to live within my means. Stay away from credit card debt. But think about when you've got that and you got a balanced budget, you got money in the bank because you've been saving 5 or 10% in an emergency type fund. So you got money. So you're not too concerned, but you are on that plan. Think about the freedom that you have. The freedom is just totally there.
Yeah, the stress, it eliminates a lot of unnecessary.
It does. But that's the way our life should be.
Yep.
If we are intentional and we are focused on the good and the powerful and the truth, that's our path of life. And the number one priority, of course, is fellowship with our Creator. That's the number one thing that should be in your life. All things must be intentional. Get up every morning. And when we're talking about that, your character is a character of gumption, where gumption is the word that says, I make a decision, and I do it decisively. Bang, I'm getting up. Like that story about Dave. Every day he got up at 5 a.m. Every day. And so you have to adhere to the plan. But when you do it, it gives you that freedom. And at the preparatory school, there were the 3 major things that we worked on every day. Was mental input. We had a plan for mental input. And of course, when you're a freshman in college and you're in a preparatory school to go to one of the academies, you have to pay attention to your grades. You're trying to show the academies that you are a good student, that you can do the work, because that's what those academies are. They're major universities, really. So their mental input. And then we worked on their character development. We did it every day, of building their character and working with the virtues and the beliefs. And then thirdly, the big one, is their physicality. The goal was to run under a 6-minute mile, do 100 push-ups, do 100 sit-ups, do 25 pull-ups, all those things. But we had that plan, and we adhered to that plan every day, starting at 5:15. And we had discipline. You got it. Thank you for putting that in there. But we did. Those kids, and they were 18, 19, 20 years old, I still call them the kids, but they were disciplined. And 9 out of 10 got an appointment.
See, there you go.
There you go.
There's a plan, and you have to have discipline. So, with that being said, Kenneth O'Neal, you can always chat with him. You can email him at merger@windstream.net.
Correct. Wow, wonderful.
Okay, and your telephone number is?
830-285-7010.
Take you out for a cup of coffee.
One last thing. Without discipline, if you live your life without discipline, you are controlled by your distractions, by circumstances that happen, and by your impulses. But with discipline, you control your life, you control your time, and you actually control the outcome, and you have personal growth as you continue through life.
Well said.
Thank
Senor.
you.
Thank you very much. Have a great week. And use the word discipline all week long and for the rest of your life would be probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kenneth.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is Tom Fox. I'm a co-founder of the Texas Hill Country Podcast Network. If you've enjoyed this podcast and you would like to talk to us about getting your own podcast on the Texas Hill Country Podcast Network, we'd love to talk to you. So you can reach us at our website, through our website, the Texas Hill Country Podcast Network. Word of the Week with Kenneth O'Neal is our latest podcast, and we will present Kenneth's word each week going forward. They will be insightful, they will be useful, they will be important, and can be a significant increase of all aspects of your life going forward. I hope you'll subscribe, rate, and review this podcast wherever great podcasts are listened to. This is Tom Fox. Thank you so much for listening.